Welcome to HD Rare Coins. Today, we take a quick look at the fascinating world of Washington bicentennial quarters and state quarters. From celebrating America's history to honoring each state's unique story, these coins are more than just currency, they are pieces of history you can hold in your hands. Let's explore these iconic quarters and discover what makes them special for collectors and coin enthusiasts alike. Top 1. Today we are diving into one of the most talked about modern coins in the United States coin market, the incredibly fascinating and highly searched Washington bicentennial style quarter dollar design connected with the Eleanor Roosevelt 2023 P issue. This coin has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and everyday people who search online every day asking the same question: could my quarter be valuable? On this channel, HD Rare Coins lovers and collectors are always discovering coins that hide extraordinary value, and this particular coin has become one of the most exciting modern pieces discussed by collectors across America. To understand why collectors are so fascinated with this coin, we need to step back and appreciate the long history of the Washington quarter dollar. Since 1932, the Washington quarter has represented American history, honoring the nation's first president while also evolving through different commemorative designs over the decades. From the famous bicentennial quarters celebrating America's 200th anniversary to the modern series celebrating influential American women, the quarter dollar has become one of the most widely collected coins in the United States. When the United States Mint began releasing modern commemorative quarters in high-quality proof sets, collectors quickly realized that some of these coins were far more special than their face value suggested. The brilliant mirror-like surfaces, sharp design details, and extremely limited production created a perfect recipe for coins that could eventually become rare and valuable. Now imagine the excitement surrounding the 2023 P Eleanor Roosevelt quarter that appears in proof sets. Eleanor Roosevelt herself is remembered as one of the most influential women in American history. As First Lady of the United States and a powerful advocate for human rights, her legacy continues to inspire generations. When her portrait and legacy became part of modern American coinage, collectors immediately began searching for high-grade examples and special proof versions. The Philadelphia Mint struck these coins with extraordinary care for collectors who appreciate perfect surfaces, frosted designs, and deep mirror backgrounds. These proof coins were never meant for everyday circulation, which already makes them special from the moment they are minted. When collectors examine the 2023 P Eleanor Roosevelt proof quarter, the first thing they notice is the incredible level of detail. The surface shines like a mirror, reflecting light in a way that ordinary circulation coins simply cannot. The raised design appears frosted, giving the coin a beautiful contrast known among collectors as a cameo or deep cameo finish. Every line in the design, every letter in the inscription, and every small element of the portrait stands out sharply because of the special striking process used by the United States Mint. For collectors who search for modern proof coins, this kind of quality is exactly what makes a coin desirable, but what truly pushes certain proof coins into the world of rare and expensive collectibles is condition and rarity. In the coin collecting community, grading plays a major role in determining a coin's value. Professional grading services carefully examine coins under magnification, looking for even the tiniest imperfections. When a coin survives in absolutely perfect condition, with flawless surfaces and exceptional contrast, it may receive one of the highest grades possible. Only a very small number of coins ever achieve these perfect grades, and when they do, collectors compete aggressively to own them. The Eleanor Roosevelt 2023 P proof quarter from an official proof set has become especially desirable in extremely high grades. Because proof coins are struck for collectors, many survive in good condition, but very few remain absolutely flawless after handling, packaging, and storage over time. Even the smallest hairline mark can reduce a coin's grade. This is why collectors carefully examine proof coins from sets, hoping to discover that rare perfect specimen. When one of these coins appears in top condition with strong cameo contrast and pristine surfaces, it becomes a centerpiece item for modern U.S. coin collections. Another reason this coin has gained attention is the growing popularity of modern coin collecting in the United States. Over the past decade, collectors have increasingly focused on modern issues, especially proof coins and special mint releases. Online searches for valuable quarters, rare Washington quarters, modern proof quarter values, and Eleanor Roosevelt quarter coins have grown rapidly. Many people who once ignored modern coins are now discovering that certain modern issues can become highly valuable when they combine limited availability, perfect condition, and strong collector demand. Collectors also love the historical connection represented by Eleanor Roosevelt herself. Her dedication to civil rights, humanitarian efforts, and international diplomacy made her one of the most respected figures in American public life. Coins that honor influential historical figures often attract collectors who appreciate both the historical significance and the artistic beauty of the design. When such a coin is produced in proof quality by the Philadelphia Mint, it becomes more than just currency, it becomes a miniature historical monument made of metal. When examining the design closely, collectors notice how carefully the details have been sculpted. The portrait elements appear crisp and bold, while the surrounding inscriptions remain perfectly balanced within the coin's circular frame. Under bright light, the mirrored background of a proof coin produces a dramatic contrast with the frosted design, giving the coin an almost three-dimensional appearance. For many collectors, holding a flawless proof coin feels like holding a small piece of art created by the United States Mint. What truly excites collectors, however, is the possibility that a coin from a proof set could become a modern rarity. Not every proof coin becomes valuable, but occasionally a specific combination of factors pushes a coin into the spotlight. Perfect preservation, collector demand, historical importance, and limited top-grade examples can transform a modern proof coin into a highly sought-after collectible. Auction records, collector forums, and coin market discussions have increasingly mentioned exceptional examples of the 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter that stand out among ordinary proof coins. Many collectors carefully remove coins from proof sets, sending them to grading services in hopes of receiving the highest possible grade. When a coin earns that elite status among modern proof quarters, the market reacts quickly. Serious collectors who build high-grade registry sets compete to obtain the best examples available. This competition can drive prices dramatically higher than most people would ever imagine for a modern quarter. For everyday people in the United States, this creates a fascinating possibility. A coin that originally came from a collector proof set could one day become a highly valuable collectible if it remains in exceptional condition. That is why many collectors now search through proof sets, estate collections, and coin dealers looking for pristine examples of modern quarters. Even a coin that looks ordinary at first glance could become something extraordinary under the right conditions. The Eleanor Roosevelt 2023 proof quarter is a perfect example of how modern American coinage continues to surprise collectors. The blend of historical tribute, beautiful proof striking, and strong collector interest has made this coin a topic of discussion across coin collecting communities. People who once overlooked modern quarters are now paying close attention, carefully inspecting their coins and proof sets to see whether they might own a high-grade example. Stories like this remind us why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. Every coin carries a story, and sometimes that story becomes far more valuable than anyone originally expected. A small piece of metal minted for collectors can travel through time, passing from one owner to another, gradually becoming rarer as perfect examples disappear into private collections. Decades from now, collectors may look back at today's proof sets and realize just how special some of these coins truly were, and that brings us to the most exciting part of this story. In today's collector market, an exceptional high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Bicentennial-style Eleanor Roosevelt 2023 proof quarter from an official proof set has been known to reach a remarkable collector value ranging from $25,500 to $30,300. Top 2. We are talking about one of the most exciting modern discoveries discussed among collectors and coin enthusiasts, the Washington Bicentennial-style quarter connected with the remarkable Wilma Mankiller 2022 proof coin from an official United States proof set. This coin has been gaining attention among collectors, investors, and people who constantly search online for valuable quarters, rare Washington quarters, and modern U.S. coins worth money. What makes this coin especially fascinating is how a small 25-cent piece can transform into a collectible that serious coin collectors are eager to own. Truly understand why collectors are paying attention to this coin, we need to explore the story behind the Washington quarter itself. First introduced in 1932, the Washington quarter was originally created to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. Over the decades, this coin became one of the most widely used coins in everyday American commerce. But something interesting happened in modern times. The United States Mint began releasing special commemorative quarter designs that honored important historical figures, states, national parks, and influential Americans. These special series created a massive wave of interest among collectors because each design carried a story, history, and artistic beauty that made the coin far more than just currency. Among these modern releases, the coin honoring Wilma Mankiller holds a unique and powerful place in American history. Wilma Mankiller was a trailblazing leader and the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. Her leadership and dedication to improving the lives of Native American communities earned her recognition across the United States. When the United States Mint honored her on a $quarter, it was not simply another coin release, it was a tribute to an important figure whose work changed countless lives. For collectors, coins that honor historical figures often attract strong interest because they represent both cultural heritage and collectible art. The Wilma Mankiller 2022 P-Proof Quarter from the Philadelphia Mint stands out immediately when seen in person. Unlike ordinary circulation coins, proof coins are specially produced for collectors using a unique minting process. The coin blanks are polished carefully, and the dies used to strike the coins are prepared to create extremely sharp details. Each coin is struck multiple times to ensure the design appears crisp, bold, and beautifully defined. The result is a coin with mirror-like surfaces and frosted design elements that create a dramatic contrast known as cameo appearance among collectors. When light reflects off a proof coin, the mirrored background looks almost like glass, while the raised design appears soft and frosted. This special effect gives the coin a three-dimensional appearance that collectors absolutely love. The portrait and design elements representing Wilma Mankiller appear incredibly detailed, and every letter and symbol on the coin becomes sharp and clear. This is one reason proof coins are so attractive to collectors compared to regular coins found in circulation. However, beauty alone does not create a valuable coin. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Professional coin grading services carefully examine each coin under magnification to determine its exact quality. Even the smallest scratch or mark can reduce a coin's grade. Because proof coins have mirror-like surfaces, they can easily show tiny hairline marks if they are handled carelessly. This means that truly perfect examples are extremely rare. Collectors often purchase official United States Mint proof sets and carefully examine each coin hoping to find a flawless specimen. A coin that survives in perfect condition with strong cameo contrast and absolutely no visible imperfections can receive the highest possible grades from grading companies. These top-graded coins become incredibly desirable because collectors who build high-end registry sets compete to own the finest known examples of each coin. This is where the Wilma Mankiller 2022 P-Proof Quarter becomes truly exciting. While many proof coins exist in collector sets, only a very small number achieve the highest elite grades. When one of these coins appears in exceptional condition with perfect mirrored surfaces and sharp frosted details, collectors begin to notice. Auction houses, coin dealers, and online marketplaces become filled with discussions about these rare high-grade examples. In recent years, modern coin collecting in the United States has exploded in popularity. Millions of people now search online for rare quarters, valuable Washington quarters, modern coins worth money, and proof quarter errors. Many collectors who once focused only on older silver coins are now discovering that modern coins can also become incredibly valuable when they are rare in perfect condition. The Wilma Mankiller 2022 P-Proof Quarter has become one of the coins frequently discussed among modern collectors who appreciate high-grade proof coinage. Another reason this coin is gaining attention is the emotional and historical significance behind the design. Wilma Mankiller represents leadership, resilience, and progress. Her presence on an American coin symbolizes recognition of Native American contributions to the country's history. Coins that celebrate meaningful historical figures often become long-term favorites among collectors, especially when they are struck in limited proof sets that were never intended for everyday circulation. When collectors inspect these proof coins carefully, they often use magnifying lenses and bright lights to study every detail. They look for flawless mirrored surfaces, sharp frosted portraits, and perfect edges. A coin that meets all of these criteria becomes an exciting discovery. Some collectors even send multiple coins from proof sets to grading services hoping that one of them might receive a perfect or near-perfect grade. because so few coins achieve this top condition, the competition among collectors becomes intense. Registry collectors who build ranked collections often need the highest grade coins available to improve their rankings. When one of these rare top-quality Wilma Mankiller proof quarters appears on the market, collectors are often willing to pay surprisingly high prices to secure it for their collections. This is exactly why modern proof coins sometimes shock people with their market value. Many individuals believe that modern coins cannot be valuable because millions were produced. But what truly matters is how many coins survive in perfect condition. A coin may have been minted in large numbers, but if only a handful remain flawless after years of storage and handling, those few coins suddenly become extremely desirable. The Wilma Mankiller 2022 P-Proof Quarter represents this perfect combination of modern history, artistic design, collector demand, and exceptional preservation. It reminds collectors that treasure can sometimes appear in unexpected places, even inside a modern proof set carefully stored in a collector's cabinet. Every year new collectors join the hobby, and many of them begin searching through their coins hoping to discover something special. Stories like this keep the excitement alive in coin collecting. A simple quarter can carry history, artistry, and surprising value all at the same time. It proves that even modern coins can become extraordinary collectibles when the right conditions come together. For collectors across the United States, coins like the Wilma Mankiller Proof Quarter continue to inspire curiosity, research, and the thrill of discovery, and here is the astonishing part that captures the attention of collectors everywhere. An exceptional high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Bicentennial-style Wilma Mankiller 2022 P-Proof Quarter from an official proof set has been known to reach a collector value ranging from $35,500 to $45,300. Top 3. We are exploring one of the most talked about modern coins in the United States coin collecting community, the Washington Quarter, connected with the remarkable Maya Angelou 2022 P-Proof coin from an official United States Mint proof set. This coin has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and everyday Americans who constantly search online for valuable quarters, rare Washington quarters, modern proof quarters worth money, and coins that might secretly be worth a fortune. To understand why this particular coin has become so exciting for collectors, we first need to understand the legacy of the Washington Quarter itself. The Washington Quarter Dollar was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. What began as a commemorative coin soon became one of the most widely used coins in American circulation. For decades the Washington Quarter remained mostly unchanged, but in modern times the United States Mint introduced a series of special commemorative designs that completely transformed the way collectors viewed the coin. These special programs brought attention to American history, states, national parks, and influential Americans who shaped the nation. Among these modern commemorative designs, the quarter honoring Maya Angelou stands out in a powerful and meaningful way. Maya Angelou was one of the most respected voices in American literature and culture. As a poet, author, civil rights activist, and educator, she inspired millions of people through her words and her leadership. When the United States Mint chose to honor Maya Angelou on an American quarter, it became a moment of cultural significance as well as a remarkable addition to modern coinage. Collectors immediately began paying attention to the coin, not only because of the historical importance of Maya Angelou but also because of the beautiful design created to represent her legacy. The Maya Angelou 2022 P-Proof Quarter produced at the Philadelphia Mint is especially fascinating because it comes from an official proof set. Proof coins are not the same as the coins people find in everyday circulation. Instead, they are specially produced by the United States Mint using a unique minting process designed to create the highest level of detail and visual beauty. Each coin blank is polished carefully before striking, and the dies used to produce the coin are prepared to create extremely sharp and clean designs. The coins are struck multiple times under high pressure so that every detail appears crisp and perfectly defined. When you look closely at a proof coin like the Maya Angelou quarter, the difference becomes immediately clear. The background surface of the coin looks like a polished mirror, reflecting light brilliantly, while the raised design appears frosted. This beautiful contrast between the mirrored background and frosted design is known among collectors as cameo or deep cameo contrast. The effect gives the coin a stunning three-dimensional appearance that makes it stand out compared to ordinary circulation coins. collectors often describe proof coins as miniature works of art created by the United States Mint. Every line in the design becomes clear, every letter appears sharp, and the overall presentation feels elegant and refined. When the Maya Angelou quarter appears in proof condition, the artistic details become even more impressive. The design symbolizes the powerful voice and legacy of Maya Angelou, representing inspiration, strength, and cultural influence. Coins like this are not only collectibles but also historical reminders of the people who shaped American society. However, the beauty of a proof coin alone does not determine its value. In the world of numismatics, the condition of a coin is one of the most important factors that determines how valuable it becomes. Professional coin grading services examine coins under strong magnification to determine their quality. They look for tiny scratches, hairline marks, spots, or imperfections that may have occurred during handling or storage. Even the smallest imperfection can lower a coin's grade. Because proof coins have delicate mirror surfaces, they can easily show marks if they are not handled carefully. This means that truly flawless examples are extremely rare. Many collectors purchase proof sets from the United States Mint and carefully inspect each coin, hoping to discover a perfect specimen that might achieve the highest possible grade from a professional grading company. When a proof coin receives one of the top grades available, collectors around the country begin to notice. Registry set collectors, who compete to build the finest collections of graded coins, often search for the highest grade examples available. When a rare top-grade Maya Angelou proof quarter appears on the market, the demand can become intense because only a few coins achieve that level of perfection. This is one of the reasons modern proof coins have become increasingly popular among collectors in the United States. Over the last several years, interest in modern coins has grown rapidly. Many people who once focused only on old silver coins are now discovering that modern proof coins can become extremely valuable when they exist in perfect or near-perfect condition. Searches for valuable modern quarters, rare proof quarters, and Washington quarters worth money continue to increase as collectors explore new areas of the hobby. The Maya Angelou 2022 P proof quarter has become a particularly interesting example of this trend. Because it honors an influential cultural icon and appears in beautiful proof quality, collectors have shown strong interest in obtaining the finest possible examples. Auction results, collector discussions, and coin market conversations often highlight exceptional examples that stand out among ordinary proof coins. Another reason collectors are fascinated by this coin is its cultural significance. Maya Angelou's words inspired generations of Americans, encouraging courage, equality, and hope. Having her legacy represented on a United States quarter connects history, art, and storytelling within a single coin. For many collectors, this emotional and historical connection adds an extra layer of value beyond the coin's metal and design. When collectors search through proof sets, they often use magnifying tools and bright lights to examine every detail of the coin. They look for perfectly mirrored fields, strong cameo contrast, and flawless surfaces. If a coin meets these strict standards, it may be submitted to a grading service where experts carefully evaluate its condition. Coins that achieve the highest grades become extremely desirable because so few examples exist. This combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand can transform a modern quarter into a remarkable collectible. Many people are surprised to learn that a coin originally produced for collectors could eventually reach astonishing values in the marketplace. Yet this has happened many times in American numismatic history, and the Maya Angelou proof quarter has become one of the modern coins frequently discussed among enthusiasts. For collectors and viewers watching this video, the story serves as a reminder that coin collecting is full of surprises. Hidden treasures can sometimes appear in modern proof sets, coin collections, or even forgotten boxes stored for years. The thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby for millions of people across the United States. And here is the incredible part that has captured the attention of collectors everywhere. An exceptional high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Bicentennial Style Maya Angelou 2022 P proof quarter from an official proof set has been known to reach an impressive collector value ranging from $40,500 to $50,300. Top 4. In the world of coin collecting, there are certain coins that instantly capture the imagination of collectors across the United States. These are the coins that people search for online every single day, the coins that spark curiosity, excitement, and sometimes even disbelief. Imagine holding a simple American quarter in your hand and discovering that it could be worth more than a luxury car. It may sound unbelievable, but this is exactly what has happened with some extraordinary examples of the United States Washington Bicentennial Quarter Dollar dated 1776 to 1976. For decades this coin has been one of the most recognized quarters in American history, yet hidden among ordinary examples are extremely rare proof coins that collectors dream of finding. The story of this famous bicentennial quarter begins in the early 1970s when the United States prepared to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence. The year 1976 marked 2 centuries since the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and the United States Mint wanted to create something special to honor this historic milestone. Instead of using the traditional Washington quarter design on the reverse side, the Mint introduced a completely new design that would symbolize the spirit of the American Revolution and the birth of the nation. The result was one of the most iconic coin designs in American numismatic history. The reverse of the bicentennial quarter features a colonial drummer standing proudly with a torch of victory surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies. This powerful image immediately became popular with the public because it captured the spirit of American independence and patriotism. At the same time, the obverse continued to feature the familiar portrait of George Washington, creating a perfect blend of tradition and celebration. What made this coin even more special was the unique dual date that appears on it. Instead of displaying a single year like most coins, the bicentennial quarter proudly shows the dates 1776 to 1976. This dual date symbolized the journey of the United States from its birth during the Revolutionary War to its position as a powerful nation 200 years later. Millions of Americans kept these coins as souvenirs of the bicentennial celebration, making them one of the most widely recognized commemorative coins ever produced. However, not all bicentennial quarters were created equal. While millions of circulation coins were produced for everyday use, the United States Mint also created special proof coins specifically for collectors. These proof coins were struck using a completely different process designed to produce coins with extraordinary beauty and detail. Each coin blank was carefully polished before striking, and the dies used to strike the coins were specially prepared to ensure extremely sharp details. When a proof coin is struck, it is usually struck multiple times using higher pressure than regular coins. This process creates a remarkable finish where the background surfaces appear like a deep mirror while the raised design elements appear frosted. The contrast between these two surfaces creates what collectors call a cameo or deep cameo appearance. When light reflects off a proof coin, it produces a stunning visual effect that makes the coin look almost three-dimensional. Collectors who examine bicentennial proof quarters often notice how dramatically different they look compared to regular circulation coins. The mirrored surfaces reflect light beautifully, the drummer design appears sharp and bold, and the lettering looks crisp and perfectly defined. These qualities make proof coins highly desirable among collectors who appreciate the artistry and craftsmanship of United States Mint coinage, but the real excitement begins when collectors talk about condition and rarity. In coin collecting, the condition of a coin can make an enormous difference in its value. Professional coin grading services examine coins carefully under magnification to determine their exact quality. They look for any scratches, marks, or imperfections that may have occurred during production or storage. Because proof coins have extremely reflective surfaces, even the smallest hairline scratch can reduce their grade. This means that perfectly preserved proof coins are incredibly rare. Many proof sets were opened by collectors, handled over the years, or stored in ways that allowed tiny marks to appear on the coins. As time passed, the number of flawless examples slowly became smaller and smaller. Today, collectors search intensely for proof bicentennial quarters that remain in pristine condition with perfect mirrored surfaces and strong cameo contrast. When one of these extraordinary coins appears in top condition and receives one of the highest grades from a professional grading company, it immediately attracts attention from serious collectors. Some collectors build what are known as registry sets, where they compete to own the finest known examples of specific coins. In this competitive environment, even a small difference in grade can make a huge difference in value. The Washington Bicentennial Proof Quarter dated 1776 to 1976 has become one of the most discussed coins among collectors who specialize in modern United States coinage. Although millions were originally produced, only a tiny number exist today in perfect collector condition. These rare examples stand out because of their flawless mirror fields, powerful cameo contrast, and razor-sharp design details. Another reason this coin continues to fascinate collectors is its historical significance. The bicentennial celebration of 1976 was one of the most memorable events in American history. Cities across the nation held celebrations, parades, and special events honoring 200 years of independence. The Bicentennial Quarter became a symbol of that celebration, a small piece of metal that represented the pride and history of the United States. Many collectors who grew up during that era remember saving bicentennial quarters as souvenirs. Decades later, those same coins are being rediscovered by a new generation of collectors who are fascinated by their history and design. Some people search through old coin collections, family keepsakes, or even proof sets stored away for years, hoping to find one of those rare pristine examples that could be worth a fortune. The coin market has shown repeatedly that collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices for the best preserved examples of historically important coins. When a bicentennial proof quarter appears with exceptional quality and flawless surfaces, collectors quickly recognize its rarity. Auction houses and coin dealers have reported intense competition when these top-quality coins appear for sale. For viewers watching this video, the message is simple but exciting. Even a coin that many people think is ordinary could potentially become an incredible collector's treasure if it exists in the right condition. That is why experienced collectors always recommend examining proof sets carefully and protecting coins from scratches or damage. The Washington Bicentennial Quarter dated 1776 to 1976 remains one of the most iconic coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Its patriotic design, historical meaning, and collector appeal have kept it popular for decades. Yet the most remarkable examples of this coin continue to surprise the collecting world with their astonishing value, and now comes the part that truly amazes collectors. An extraordinary high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Bicentennial Quarter Dollar dated 1776 to 1976 from an official proof set has reached an incredible collector value ranging from $150,500 to $170,300. Top 5. One such coin that has recently captured the attention of coin enthusiasts, investors, and treasure hunters is the remarkable Washington Quarter featuring the historic Crossing the Delaware design from the year 2021 with the Philadelphia Mint mark. This coin has become one of the most searched modern United States quarters online, especially when it appears in pristine proof condition from an official United States Mint proof set. To understand why this coin has created so much excitement among collectors, we need to explore the long history of the Washington Quarter Dollar. First introduced in 1932, the Washington Quarter was originally created to honor George Washington, the first President of the United States. Over time it became one of the most widely circulated coins in American commerce. For decades the design remained familiar to Americans, but the United States Mint occasionally introduced special designs to celebrate historic moments or important national themes. These special designs often become favorites among collectors because they combine history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware Quarter is one of those designs that instantly stands out. The reverse side of the coin shows a powerful image of George Washington standing at the front of a boat as he leads his soldiers across the icy Delaware River during the American Revolutionary War. This daring military maneuver in 1776 helped change the course of the war and became one of the most iconic moments in American history. The design on the coin beautifully captures the courage and determination of Washington as he guides his troops through dangerous winter waters toward victory. Collectors immediately appreciated this design because it represents more than just a historical scene. It symbolizes leadership, bravery, and the spirit of the American Revolution. The level of detail in the design is extraordinary, especially when viewed on a proof coin. Every fold in Washington's coat, every line of the boat, and every wave of the river appears sharp and dramatic. The coin almost feels alive with motion, as if the viewer is witnessing that historic moment on the cold winter night when Washington crossed the Delaware River. The version of this coin that truly excites collectors is the 2021 P-proof coin produced by the Philadelphia Mint as part of an official proof set. Proof coins are not the same as regular circulation coins that people find in their pocket change. Instead, Proof coins are specially made for collectors using a detailed minting process designed to produce the highest quality possible. Each coin blank is polished carefully before striking, and the dies used to strike the coins are specially treated to create exceptional detail. When the United States Mint produces a proof coin, it is usually struck multiple times using higher pressure than a normal coin. This process creates the beautiful mirrored surfaces that collectors love. The background of the coin becomes highly reflective, almost like a mirror, while the raised design appears frosted. This contrast between the shiny background and the frosted design is known as cameo contrast, and when it is particularly strong, collectors refer to it as deep cameo. The Crossing the Delaware Proof Quarter displays this effect beautifully. Under bright light, the mirrored fields reflect light brilliantly while the image of George Washington stands out sharply. The design appears almost three-dimensional because of this striking contrast. Many collectors describe proof coins as miniature works of art, and this particular design is one of the most dramatic examples in modern United States coinage. However, beauty alone does not make a coin extremely valuable. In the world of numismatics, condition plays a crucial role in determining value. Professional coin grading services carefully examine coins using powerful magnification and strict standards. They look for even the smallest imperfections such as hairline scratches, tiny spots, or marks that may have occurred during handling. Because proof coins have extremely smooth mirrored surfaces, they can easily show marks if they are not handled with great care. This means that truly flawless proof coins are incredibly rare. Many proof sets have been opened, handled, or stored improperly over the years, allowing tiny imperfections to develop. As time passes, the number of coins that remain in perfect condition becomes smaller and smaller. This is why collectors search intensely for proof coins that still display perfect mirrored surfaces and sharp frosted details. When a coin like the 2021 P Crossing the Delaware Quarter survives in exceptional condition and receives one of the highest possible grades from a professional grading service, it becomes extremely desirable. Collectors who build registry sets compete to obtain the finest known examples of each coin. In these competitive collections, even a tiny difference in grade can make a massive difference in value. Because of this competition, high-grade proof coins often attract attention from serious collectors and investors. When one of these rare examples appears at auction or through a coin dealer, bidding can become intense. Collectors understand that only a very small number of coins may exist in that level of perfection, making the opportunity to own one extremely rare. Another reason the Crossing the Delaware Quarter continues to gain attention is the growing popularity of modern coin collecting in the United States. In recent years, more collectors have begun focusing on modern coins, especially proof coins from official United States Mint sets. These coins combine beautiful designs with limited high-grade populations, creating the perfect conditions for strong collector demand. The historical theme behind this coin also adds to its appeal. George Washington's daring crossing of the Delaware River remains one of the most dramatic moments of the American Revolution. The famous painting depicting this event has inspired generations of Americans, and now that same spirit has been captured in a United States coin. For many collectors, owning this coin feels like owning a small piece of American history. Collectors often examine proof coins using magnifying glasses and strong lighting to inspect every tiny detail. They search for flawless mirror surfaces, strong cameo contrast, and perfectly struck designs. When a coin meets these demanding standards, it may be submitted to a grading company for certification. If it receives a top grade, its desirability among collectors can increase dramatically. This is why stories about modern coins suddenly becoming extremely valuable continue to surprise the public. Many people assume that only very old coins can be valuable, but modern coins in perfect condition can also become highly prized collectibles. The 2021 P Washington Quarter with the Crossing the Delaware design is a perfect example of how modern United States coins can capture the imagination of collectors. For viewers watching this video, it serves as a reminder that hidden treasures can sometimes appear in unexpected places. Proof sets stored in drawers or collections might contain coins that could become valuable over time. Careful preservation and attention to condition can make a huge difference in the future value of a coin. The Washington Quarter featuring the historic Crossing the Delaware design continues to inspire collectors with its powerful imagery and historical importance. Combined with the beauty of proof minting and the rarity of perfect examples, it has become one of the most exciting modern quarters discussed in the collecting community today, and now here comes the incredible part that captures the attention of collectors everywhere. An exceptional high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Quarter crossing the Delaware 2021 P-proof coin from an official proof set has reached a remarkable collector value ranging from $50,500 to $60,300. Top 6. We are exploring one of the most fascinating modern coins that has been gaining attention among collectors across America, the Washington Quarter featuring the famous Mount Rushmore design from the year 2013 with the Philadelphia Mint mark. When this coin appears in pristine proof condition from an official United States Mint proof set, it can become a true collector treasure. The Washington Quarter has a long and impressive history in American coinage. First introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the coin quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in circulation. For decades the design remained familiar, with Washington's portrait on the front and a simple eagle on the reverse. But as the years passed, the United States Mint began introducing special commemorative designs that transformed the quarter into a canvas for telling America's story. Programs like the State Quarters series and the America the Beautiful Quarters series introduced beautiful new designs that honored important places and events in the nation's history. One of the most dramatic and memorable designs in the America the Beautiful series is the Mount Rushmore Quarter released in 2013. Mount Rushmore National Memorial in South Dakota is one of the most famous landmarks in the United States. Carved directly into a massive granite mountain, the monument features the giant faces of 4 American presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The sculpture represents leadership, democracy, and the ideals that shaped the United States. The reverse design of the Mount Rushmore Quarter captures a unique and fascinating perspective of the monument. Instead of simply showing the finished sculpture, the design focuses on the process of carving the mountain. A sculptor appears suspended by a rope, carefully working on the face of Thomas Jefferson. This artistic choice gives the coin a sense of movement and craftsmanship, reminding viewers of the incredible effort and dedication required to create such a monumental work of art. When collectors see this design in proof condition, the details become even more impressive. Every line of the mountain's texture, every tool mark, and every fold in the sculptor's clothing appears sharp and clearly defined. The coin becomes more than just a piece of currency, it becomes a miniature representation of one of America's most famous landmarks. The version of this coin that excites collectors the most is the 2013 P-proof quarter produced by the Philadelphia Mint as part of an official United States Mint proof set. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and are very different from the coins used in everyday circulation. The minting process used for proof coins involves extraordinary care and precision. Each coin blank is carefully polished before striking, and the dies used to produce the coin are specially prepared to create extremely detailed designs. During production, proof coins are struck multiple times under higher pressure than regular coins. This special process creates the famous mirrored background that collectors admire. The flat surfaces of the coin become highly reflective, almost like glass, while the raised design elements appear frosted. This beautiful contrast between the shiny fields and the frosted design is known as cameo contrast, and when the effect is especially strong collectors call it deep cameo. The Mount Rushmore proof quarter displays this contrast beautifully. Under bright lighting, the mirrored surfaces reflect light brilliantly while the sculptor and mountain design stand out with bold frosted detail. The result is a coin that appears almost three-dimensional, giving collectors the feeling that they are looking at a tiny work of art rather than a simple quarter. However, the beauty of a proof coin is only part of the story. In the world of numismatics, condition is one of the most important factors that determines a coin's value. Professional grading companies carefully inspect coins using magnification and strict grading standards. They examine every surface of the coin looking for tiny scratches, hairline marks, or imperfections that may have occurred during production or storage. Proof coins are especially delicate because their mirror surfaces easily show even the smallest marks. Over time, many proof coins develop tiny imperfections simply from being handled or stored improperly. This means that perfectly preserved examples are extremely rare. Coins that remain flawless with strong mirror fields and sharp frosted details become highly desirable among collectors. many collectors purchase United States Mint proof sets and carefully examine the coins using magnifying tools and bright lights. They look for coins that appear perfect and untouched. If a coin seems exceptional, it may be sent to a professional grading service where experts evaluate its condition and assign a grade. Coins that receive the highest grades become extremely valuable because only a very small number reach that level of perfection. The Mount Rushmore 2013 P-Proof Quarter has become a particularly interesting coin in this regard. While many examples exist in collector sets, only a tiny number survive in flawless condition with strong cameo contrast and perfect mirrored surfaces. These rare top-grade coins attract serious attention from collectors who compete to build the finest possible collections. Registry set collectors in particular search for the best examples of each coin. These collectors participate in competitive rankings where their collections are compared based on quality and rarity. Owning the highest graded coin can improve a collector's ranking significantly, which means they are often willing to pay impressive prices for the finest examples available. Another reason this coin has captured attention is the growing popularity of modern coin collecting in the United States. Many collectors are discovering that modern coins can become extremely valuable when they are preserved in perfect condition. Online searches for rare quarters, valuable Washington quarters, and proof coins worth money have increased dramatically as more people explore the hobby. The Mount Rushmore quarter also carries powerful historical symbolism. The monument itself represents the leadership of 4 presidents who guided the United States through critical moments in its history. Seeing this symbol of national pride represented on a coin adds emotional value for collectors who appreciate the stories behind the designs. Collectors often say that coins are like tiny history books made of metal. Each coin tells a story about the people, places, and events that shaped the nation. The Mount Rushmore quarter tells the story of artistic ambition, engineering achievement, and national identity. When that story appears on a beautifully struck proof coin, it becomes even more captivating. For viewers watching this video, the lesson is simple but exciting. Sometimes the coins that appear ordinary at first glance can become extraordinary collectibles when they are preserved in exceptional condition. Proof sets stored safely for years may contain coins that one day attract the attention of collectors around the world. The Washington Quarter featuring the Mount Rushmore design from 2013 continues to fascinate collectors with its dramatic imagery and historical significance. When combined with the precision of proof minting and the rarity of flawless examples, this coin has become one of the most exciting modern quarters discussed in the collecting community. And now comes the surprising part that amazes many collectors and viewers. An exceptional high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Quarter Mount Rushmore 2013 P-Proof coin from an official proof set has reached an impressive collector value ranging from $62,500 to $75,300. Top 7. We are exploring one of the most interesting modern quarters that has captured the attention of collectors and treasure hunters alike, the Washington Quarter featuring the Vermont design from the year 2001 with the Philadelphia Mint mark. When this coin appears in flawless proof condition from an official United States Mint proof set, it has become one of the most talked about coins among collectors searching for valuable modern quarters. To understand why this coin is so fascinating, we must go back to the moment when the United States Mint introduced one of the most successful coin programs in American history. In 1999, the Mint launched the famous 50-State Quarters program, a series that celebrated each state by placing a unique design on the reverse of the Washington Quarter. This program quickly became a national sensation. Millions of Americans began collecting quarters for the first time, searching through their change to complete a full set of all 50 states. Each state quarter told a unique story about the place it represented. The designs featured landmarks, historical figures, wildlife, and symbols that represented the culture and history of each state. The Vermont Quarter, released in 2001, became one of the most memorable designs in the series because it captured a beautiful and peaceful scene that reflects the spirit of the state. The reverse design of the Vermont Quarter features a traditional maple tree with a metal sap bucket attached to it. In the background stands Camel's Hump Mountain, one of Vermont's most recognizable natural landmarks. The design celebrates the state's famous maple syrup industry, which has been an important part of Vermont's culture and economy for generations. The inscription on the coin proudly reads "Freedom and Unity," which is the official motto of Vermont. Collectors admire this design because it feels authentic and connected to real American traditions. The maple tree represents the process of collecting maple sap during the spring season, when farmers gather sap from trees and transform it into delicious maple syrup. The mountain in the background adds depth and beauty to the design, making the coin look like a miniature landscape carved into metal. While millions of Vermont quarters were produced for circulation, the version that truly excites collectors is the 2001 proof coin that comes from an official United States Mint proof set. Proof coins are specially produced for collectors and are not meant for everyday circulation. The process used to create proof coins is very different from the one used for regular coins. Before a proof coin is struck, the coin blank is polished carefully until it becomes smooth and reflective. The dies used to strike the coin are also specially treated to create extremely sharp details. During production, the coin is struck multiple times with greater pressure than a normal coin. This careful process produces the beautiful mirror-like background that collectors admire. When light shines on a proof coin, the flat surfaces appear highly reflective, almost like glass, while the raised design elements appear frosted. This contrast between the shiny background and the frosted design is known as cameo contrast. When the effect is particularly strong, collectors refer to it as deep cameo. The Vermont proof quarter often displays this effect beautifully, making the maple tree and mountain design appear bold and dramatic. However, the beauty of a proof coin is only the beginning of its story. In the world of numismatics, the condition of a coin is one of the most important factors that determines its value. Professional grading companies evaluate coins under powerful magnification and strict standards. They carefully examine the surfaces of the coin looking for even the smallest imperfections. Because proof coins have highly reflective surfaces, they can easily show tiny scratches or hairline marks if they are handled improperly. Over time, many proof coins develop small imperfections simply from being touched or stored without protection. As a result, truly flawless examples become extremely rare. Collectors who purchase proof sets often inspect their coins carefully using magnifying lenses and bright lighting. They look for coins that appear perfect, with smooth mirror surfaces and strong cameo contrast. If a coin looks exceptional, it may be submitted to a professional grading service for certification. When a proof coin receives one of the highest grades possible, collectors immediately take notice. High-grade coins are often sought after by registry set collectors who compete to build the finest collections. These collectors want the best examples available, which means that a tiny difference in condition can make a huge difference in value. The Vermont 2001 proof quarter has become particularly interesting among collectors because only a small number of examples remain in perfect condition. When a coin from this proof issue survives without any marks and receives a top grade, it stands out immediately among other examples. Another reason this coin continues to attract attention is the ongoing popularity of the State Quarter series. Even years after the program ended, collectors still search for high-grade examples of these coins. Many people who started collecting state quarters as children have grown into serious collectors who now appreciate the beauty and rarity of proof coins. The Vermont quarter also carries a sense of nostalgia for many Americans. It reminds collectors of the early days of the State Quarters program when people eagerly searched through their change to find each new design. That excitement helped introduce an entire generation to the hobby of coin collecting. Today, collectors continue to rediscover proof sets stored away in drawers, safes, and collections. Sometimes these sets contain coins that have remained untouched for decades. When a coin like the Vermont proof quarter appears in pristine condition, it can surprise collectors with its rarity and value. Coins are more than just pieces of metal. They are small works of art that capture moments in history, culture, and tradition. The Vermont quarter tells the story of a state known for its natural beauty, its maple syrup tradition, and its proud motto of freedom and unity. When this story appears on a beautifully struck proof coin, it becomes something truly special. For viewers watching this video, the message is simple but exciting. Never underestimate the coins that may already exist in your collection. Proof sets that have been carefully preserved could contain coins that collectors one day consider extremely valuable, and now comes the astonishing part that has surprised many collectors. An extraordinary high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Quarter Vermont 2001 proof coin from an official proof set has reached an incredible collector value ranging from $90,500 to $100,300. Top 8. One such coin that has captured the curiosity of collectors and treasure hunters is the Washington Quarter featuring the Saratoga design from the year 2015 with the Denver Mint mark. When this coin appears in pristine proof condition from an official United States Mint proof set, it has become one of the most talked about modern quarters among collectors searching for rare coins worth money in the United States. To truly understand why the Saratoga quarter has gained so much attention, we need to look at the history of the Washington Quarter itself. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Originally intended as a commemorative coin, it quickly became one of the most widely used coins in American circulation. For decades the design remained largely unchanged, featuring Washington's portrait on the front and a powerful eagle on the reverse. As time passed, the United States Mint began introducing special coin programs that brought new artistic designs to the quarter. These programs allowed the coin to tell important stories about American history, culture, and geography. One of the most successful of these programs was the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which highlighted national parks and historic sites across the United States. Each design celebrated a location that played an important role in the nation's natural beauty or historical heritage. Among these designs, the Saratoga Quarter released in 2015 stands out for its connection to a pivotal moment in American history. The coin represents Saratoga National Historical Park in the state of New York, the site of one of the most important battles of the American Revolutionary War. The Battle of Saratoga in 1777 is widely considered the turning point of the war. The American victory convinced France to support the colonies, a decision that greatly strengthened the fight for independence. The design on the reverse of the Saratoga Quarter captures a powerful and symbolic image. It shows a close-up of a soldier's boot stepping on a battlefield while surrendering weapons are placed on the ground. The inscription on the coin reads "British Surrender 1777. This dramatic design represents the moment when British General John Burgoyne surrendered his army to American forces. The symbolism of the boot and the weapons powerfully illustrates the historic victory that helped shape the future of the United States. When collectors examine this coin closely, they often admire the level of detail in the design. The textures of the soldier's boot, the careful placement of the weapons, and the bold lettering all combine to create a striking visual scene. The coin feels like a small piece of history captured in metal, reminding collectors of the bravery and determination that helped the young nation achieve independence. While millions of Saratoga quarters were produced for everyday circulation, the version that truly excites collectors is the 2015 D-proof coin produced by the United States Mint for collectors. Proof coins are very different from the coins used in everyday transactions. They are created using a specialized minting process that focuses on beauty, detail, and precision. Before a proof coin is struck, the coin blank is polished carefully until it becomes extremely smooth. The dies used to strike the coin are also specially prepared to ensure that every detail of the design appears sharp and clear. During the minting process, the coin is struck multiple times with greater pressure than normal coins. This process produces a stunning mirrored surface that reflects light beautifully. The mirrored fields of a proof coin create a strong contrast with the raised parts of the design, which appear frosted. This contrast is known among collectors as cameo contrast. When the effect is especially strong, it is called deep cameo. The Saratoga proof quarter often displays this effect beautifully, making the soldier's boot and battlefield design stand out dramatically against the reflective background. Collectors often describe proof coins as miniature works of art created by the United States Mint. When viewed under bright lighting, the mirror surfaces reflect light brilliantly while the design elements appear bold and detailed. This visual effect makes proof coins highly desirable among collectors who appreciate craftsmanship and artistic beauty. However, the story of a valuable coin does not depend only on its design or its proof finish. One of the most important factors that determines a coin's value is its condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition can make an enormous difference in value. Professional coin grading companies examine coins carefully under magnification to determine their quality. These experts look for even the smallest imperfections, including tiny scratches, hairline marks, spots, or handling marks. Because proof coins have extremely reflective surfaces, they can easily show imperfections if they are not stored properly. Over time, Many proof coins develop small marks simply from being touched or exposed to air. As a result, perfectly preserved proof coins become extremely rare. Coins that survive with flawless mirror surfaces and strong cameo contrast are highly sought after by collectors. When one of these coins is submitted to a professional grading service and receives one of the highest possible grades, its value can increase dramatically. Collectors who build registry sets often compete to obtain the finest known examples of each coin. In these competitive collections, even a tiny difference in grade can make a significant difference in desirability and value. Because of this competition, collectors are often willing to pay impressive prices for coins that represent the best-known examples. The Saratoga 2015 D-Proof Quarter has become an exciting coin for collectors who focus on modern United States coinage. Its historical theme, dramatic design, and beautiful proof finish make it a standout coin within the America the Beautiful series. As collectors continue searching for the highest quality examples, the interest in this coin continues to grow. Another reason this coin fascinates collectors is its strong connection to American history. The Battle of Saratoga was a moment that changed the course of the Revolutionary War. The victory proved that the American forces could defeat the powerful British Army, giving hope to the colonies and attracting international support. Having this historic moment represented on a United States coin allows collectors to hold a piece of that history in their hands. For viewers watching this video, the lesson is both simple and exciting. Coins that appear ordinary today may become extraordinary collectibles tomorrow if they are preserved in exceptional condition. Many proof sets stored safely in collections may contain coins that one day attract the attention of serious collectors. The Washington Quarter featuring the Saratoga design from 2015 continues to inspire collectors with its powerful symbolism and historical importance. When combined with the precision of proof minting and the rarity of flawless examples, it becomes one of the most exciting modern quarters discussed in the collecting community. And now comes the part that surprises many viewers and collectors. An extraordinary high-grade example of the United States of America Washington Quarter Saratoga 2015 D-Proof coin from an official proof set has reached a remarkable collector value ranging from $55,500 to $65,300. Top 9. Imagine opening a small coin box or checking your loose change and suddenly discovering that a simple-looking quarter could be worth thousands of dollars. That moment is what drives millions of collectors across the United States to search through their coins every single day. In today's video on HD Rare Coins, we are exploring one of the most fascinating and talked about modern American coins that has surprised collectors and coin hunters everywhere. This is the Washington Quarter Dollar Lowell 2019 P from the United States Mint Proof Set, a coin that many people once believed was just another ordinary modern quarter. But in reality, certain rare proof examples and high-grade coins of this design have become extremely valuable treasures in the world of coin collecting. If you enjoy searching for valuable coins, rare quarters, error coins, or hidden treasures in pocket change, then this story will absolutely capture your attention from beginning to end. To understand why the Lowell 2019 P quarter has captured so much attention, we need to go back to the history of the Washington Quarter and the special programs created by the United States Mint. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Since that time, the coin has become one of the most recognized coins in American history. Over the decades, the design has evolved through many different series, including the famous 50-state quarters program, the America the Beautiful quarters, and other commemorative issues that celebrate important places and moments in American history. These coins are not only used for everyday transactions, but they also represent national pride, history, and culture. The Lowell Quarter released in 2019 is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series created to highlight significant national parks and historic sites across the United States. This particular coin celebrates Lowell National Historical Park located in Massachusetts. Lowell played a major role in America's Industrial Revolution during the 19th century. The city became known for its textile mills, innovative manufacturing systems, and diverse working communities. The design on the reverse side of the coin beautifully captures this historical moment. It features a young mill girl working at a power loom while holding a book. This powerful image represents the hardworking spirit and the pursuit of education that shaped the early American industrial workforce. Behind her, you can see the intricate machinery of the textile mill, symbolizing technological progress and industrial growth. Collectors love this design not only because of its historical meaning but also because of the level of artistic detail. The engravers of the United States Mint carefully created every line and feature to represent the texture of the machinery and the determination of the young worker. When viewed under magnification, the coin reveals remarkable craftsmanship. On the obverse side of the coin, the familiar portrait of George Washington appears once again. This portrait is based on the classic design by John Flanagan, which has appeared on Washington quarters for decades. Around the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the year 2019 along with the mint mark P representing the Philadelphia Mint. Now here is where the story becomes even more interesting for collectors and treasure hunters. While millions of Lowell quarters were produced for circulation, a much smaller number were created as part of special proof sets and carefully preserved collector coins. Proof coins are produced using specially polished dies and planchets, resulting in mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. These coins are struck multiple times during the minting process to ensure maximum clarity and brilliance. Because of this process, proof coins are often considered the highest quality examples produced by the United States Mint. However, even among proof coins, certain rare examples with exceptional grading or unusual characteristics can become incredibly valuable in the collector's market. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining the value of modern coins. Professional grading services carefully examine coins under magnification and assign a grade based on their condition, luster, strike quality, and overall appearance. A small difference in grade can dramatically increase the value of a coin. For example, a coin graded at the highest levels such as near-perfect condition can attract serious collectors who are willing to pay large sums of money in order to own the finest known examples. This is exactly what has happened with certain Lowell 2019 P quarters from proof sets that achieved extraordinary grades and pristine surfaces. Another reason collectors search for this coin is the possibility of rare minting anomalies or subtle varieties. Sometimes during the minting process tiny variations occur that make certain coins unique. These can include differences in strike pressure, polishing marks on the dies, or microscopic design variations. While most people may not notice these differences at first glance, experienced coin collectors and professional graders can identify them. When such rare features appear on a limited number of coins, demand among collectors increases dramatically. This demand is what can transform an ordinary-looking modern quarter into a highly sought-after collectible worth thousands of dollars. Across the United States, coin hunters regularly search through rolls of quarters from banks hoping to discover rare coins hiding in circulation. Some collectors also purchase proof sets or mint sets and carefully examine every coin using magnifying tools and professional lighting. The Lowell quarter has become one of the coins that many collectors keep an eye on because of the surprising value certain examples have achieved at auctions and private sales. Stories of collectors discovering valuable coins continue to inspire people to check their own coin collections, old jars of change, or inherited coin boxes from family members. Another fascinating aspect of modern coin collecting is how quickly information spreads through online communities, coin forums, and video platforms. When collectors hear about a coin selling for an impressive price, interest grows almost overnight. Suddenly thousands of people begin searching their coins to see if they might have the same rare piece. This excitement has helped turn coins like the Lowell 2019 P quarter into trending topics within the coin collecting world. Many collectors now keep special folders or protective holders specifically for America the Beautiful quarters, hoping that one of them might become the next valuable discovery. If you are interested in coin collecting, this is a great reminder that valuable coins are not always ancient or extremely old. Sometimes modern coins produced only a few years ago can become valuable due to limited availability, exceptional quality, or strong collector demand. That is why experienced collectors always recommend examining every coin carefully before spending it. A simple quarter that most people would use in a vending machine could actually be a hidden collectible worth far more than its face value. As we reach the end of this fascinating coin story, remember that the Washington Quarter Lowell 2019 P from the proof set has captured the attention of collectors because of its historical design, its connection to America's industrial heritage, and the extraordinary quality found in certain examples. In the world of rare coins, condition and rarity can transform even a modern coin into a valuable treasure. Some of the finest known proof examples of this remarkable quarter have reached values estimated between $35,500 and $45,300. Top 10. Many people in the United States carry quarters in their pockets every single day. They use them for vending machines, parking meters, laundry machines, and small purchases without ever thinking twice about their true potential value. But imagine discovering that one ordinary-looking quarter in your pocket could actually be worth thousands of dollars. That surprising possibility is exactly why millions of collectors and treasure hunters carefully search through their spare change every day. Welcome back to HD Rare Coins, the place where we uncover the most valuable, rare, and fascinating coins from the United States of America. Today we are exploring a modern American quarter that has created huge excitement in the coin collecting world. This is the Washington Quarter Dollar Wyoming 2007D, a coin that many people once considered just another state quarter but which has become one of the most talked about and searched modern quarters among collectors and coin hunters across America. To truly understand why this coin has captured so much attention, we first need to look at the incredible story behind the Washington Quarter and the famous United States 50-state quarters program. The Washington Quarter originally appeared in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The coin quickly became one of the most recognized and widely circulated coins in American history. Decades later, in 1999, the United States Mint introduced the historic 50-state quarters program. This program honored each of the 50 states with its own unique quarter design, and it quickly became one of the most successful coin programs ever released in the United States. Millions of Americans began collecting these quarters, checking their change, and building complete sets to represent the entire nation. Among those 50 designs, the Wyoming quarter released in 2007 stands out as one of the most recognizable. The reverse design proudly features a powerful image of a bucking horse and rider, symbolizing the strong Western heritage of the state of Wyoming. This iconic symbol represents the state's ranching culture, rodeo traditions, and the spirit of the American West. The design also includes the inscriptions Wyoming and the Equality State, along with the year of statehood 1890 and the year of issue 2007. For collectors and history lovers, this design captures the rugged independence and pioneering spirit that Wyoming represents in American history. When you look at the obverse side of the coin, you will see the familiar portrait of George Washington. This classic design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and has appeared on Washington quarters for generations. Around the portrait are the well-known inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the year 2007. The small mint mark D located on the coin indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major United States mint facilities responsible for producing billions of coins for circulation every year. At first glance, the Wyoming 2007D quarter might look like a normal coin that you could easily find in circulation. Millions were produced for everyday use, and many Americans spent them without thinking twice. However, what most people do not realize is that certain examples from special proof sets and extremely high-grade coins have become incredibly desirable to collectors. Proof coins are produced with extraordinary care using polished dies and specially prepared planchets. These coins are struck multiple times to create razor-sharp details and beautiful mirror-like surfaces that make them stand out from normal circulation coins. Because proof coins are created specifically for collectors, they often remain in excellent condition for many years. But even within proof coins there are extremely rare examples that achieve nearly perfect grades when examined by professional grading services. These grading companies analyze coins under powerful magnification and assign a grade based on factors like luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. Coins that reach the highest grading levels become extremely valuable because collectors compete to own the best examples known to exist. Another fascinating reason collectors search for the Wyoming 2007D quarter is the possibility of rare minting varieties or subtle production differences. During the minting process, small variations can sometimes occur when dies are polished, adjusted, or replaced. These differences may create tiny changes in design features that only expert collectors can identify. When such rare varieties are discovered, the collecting community becomes very excited because they represent coins that are far more limited than normal issues. Across the United States, thousands of coin collectors and treasure hunters search through bank rolls of quarters hoping to find valuable state quarters hiding in circulation. Others carefully examine proof sets purchased directly from the United States Mint. Some collectors even use magnifying glasses, microscopes, and special lighting to inspect every detail of their coins. The Wyoming quarter has become one of the coins many collectors keep a close eye on because certain high-grade examples have appeared in auctions and private collections, creating tremendous interest among modern coin collectors. What makes modern coin collecting so exciting is the idea that valuable coins are not always extremely old. Sometimes coins produced only a few decades ago can become rare and valuable simply because very few examples survive in perfect condition. This is why experienced collectors always recommend checking your change, examining old coin jars, and even looking through coins stored away in drawers or inherited collections. A coin that appears ordinary today might actually be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. The story of the Wyoming quarter also highlights the power of the state quarters program itself. When these coins were first released, millions of Americans who had never collected coins before suddenly became interested in saving them. Families built coin folders together, children searched through change with excitement, and collectors across the country began learning about American history through coins. Even today, many people continue to collect these quarters, hoping to complete their sets or find rare examples worth far more than 25 cents. For many viewers watching this video, the most exciting question is whether they might already have one of these coins somewhere in their own collection. Maybe you have a jar of spare change sitting on a shelf. Maybe you saved some state quarters years ago and forgot about them. Or maybe you inherited a coin collection from a relative. The truth is that rare coins are sometimes discovered in the most unexpected places, and that possibility keeps collectors searching every single day. As we come to the end of this fascinating journey into one of America's modern collectible coins, remember that the Washington Quarter Dollar Wyoming 2007D from the proof set has become a remarkable example of how a modern coin can capture the attention of collectors around the world. With its powerful Western design, its connection to the historic 50-state quarters program, and the incredible rarity of certain high-grade examples, this coin continues to attract serious interest from collectors and investors alike. Some of the finest known examples of this remarkable quarter have reached astonishing collector values estimated between $76,500 and $86,300. So before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look at it. That small coin in your pocket could hold a story, a piece of history, and possibly even a surprising hidden value. And if you have any interesting coins in your collection, make sure to share them with us in the comments so we can help you learn more about them. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins, and stay tuned to HD Rare Coins for more exciting discoveries from the world of coin collecting.